Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope that you've had some great things happen to you. And if you haven't, find something great in your life because we have blessings each and every day. Um, I am curious to know if a lot of people live with guilt each and every day. We make our choices in life and we have the option of doing the right thing or wrong thing. That's written in the Bible, and it says that, don't quote me because I'm not very good at quoting the Bible. Um, but Jesus said, many will take the wide path of sin opposed to the narrow path for eternal life, which I totally understand because we do choose the wide path. I've taken that wide path many times. And yes, I'm trying my best and staying on that narrow path. But for some people, it's really, really hard. Guilt is the thing I live a lot with sometimes. I sometimes can't let things go. Like something I've done, like, and I'm always saying, oh, you can't live in the past. But sometimes that'll pop in my head and I'm like, oh, why did I do that? It could have been 30 years ago. But I usually get past it until the next time I think about it. Guilt is one of those things we all have, especially if you're Catholic. I think if you're a cradle Catholic, when they baptize you as a baby, that's like, okay, and one of the things you will always have is guilt. It's just like you hear these poor us poor Catholics, you just hear about us always feeling guilty about stuff. And a priest might say, well, you shouldn't have done it. Well, yeah, I guess we shouldn't have, but that's how we learn by making mistakes or doing something horrible or not so horrible. But anyway, I think that where I'm getting at is I always feel like you have to speak your mind to a certain degree. Obviously, I am comfortable speaking my mind, especially in my little studio media room. Just saying when I can, because I'm not actually having to look at people when I talk. I don't know if I could speak to a big group. Perhaps I pretend I'm close my eyes. I'm back in my little room, but um, people do need to defend themselves. There are times you have seen this in a department store. In the Starbucks line, something where someone just gets really ticked off. They are just nasty. There was an incident at a one of the smoothie places here in the small town I live in, and it was in the face on the Facebook page. And a lady was not happy with the way her smoothie came out. And so, when kids are starting out with a job, they may make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Well, apparently the lady was really hateful and she got mad and she wanted her money back. So they gave her the money back, but she literally threw the smoothie in the daughter's face. Now, the mom is the one who posted this on social media. So this is how I know of this story. And that poor little girl who's trying, and the coworkers were told the lady, you need to get out. And I did not see this. This was all on social media. But they did take up for that young girl, and thank God. But I don't understand. Do you see how angry people are nowadays? People are just angry, and I'm not sure. And you can say, "Oh, it was the pandemic." No, people were angry way before the pandemic. I don't get why people are so angry. I think they need to get back and try that narrow road again, or try to at least get on it. Thumb a ride over there because it is so crazy how hateful some people can be. Now, I'm not saying all people because the majority of the people that I meet in my life are nice and they like to talk and they're friendly. And thank God for that because I don't know where I would be because I can be very outspoken and that does get me in trouble sometimes. It has throughout my life, but I usually try to say what's on my mind. But I always have said there's two ways of saying things. You could say it a nice way or a nasty way. If you don't like something, you can say, you know what, I'm not very fond of that. Now that's the nice way. Or you can be a real bitch and say, this effing thing sucks. you know? And there are two ways. And I'm so sad about all the hate in the world right now. It's just so sad how so many young people, as you see in the news, so many young people have no direction. And it always, as I have said all my life or as an adult, it starts at home. I think some parents have just forgotten it does start at home and we need to guide our kids in the right direction. Now, back to speaking your mind. If you have someone in your life that is rude and hateful, you just need to let them know. Hey, you know what? I don't really appreciate when you talk to me like this. And they may not like it, or they may, buck up and say, well, what's the problem? Well, you tell them you're just being mean. What you say to me is mean. And I know it's easy for me to say because I'm behind a microphone, but we have to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of others. So defend yourself. I'm not saying get in a fist fight. You don't want that. But some people are non-confrontational. They may be really nasty because I have a friend of a friend who is always has an answer for everything. Knows more than anyone else in the world. Um, a walking encyclopedia, but they're really not, but they think they are. And when you prove them wrong, they just lost for words because they're not confrontational. And that's not trying to say that you're trying to start a fight or anything with them, but correct them. I mean, I myself hate to be corrected. My husband knows that. Like if I'm not sure, let's say pronunciation, I'm reading something like, okay, well, what is this word? And yes, I still do this at 65 other words. I'm like, okay, Henry needs help. What is the pronunciation of this? Um, and he will tell me. But sometimes I feel like I don't want to be corrected. And then I feel, look, he's probably like, look, you asked me the last time, so I thought I'd help you out. But sometimes people don't like to be corrected or like to be proven wrong. Me, on the other hand, if you tell me, well, the sky was purple yesterday, and I said, no, I'm pretty sure it was orange. I will get on Google to prove my point sometimes. And I know that's crazy, but sometimes I just need to hear those words from people to say, "Oh, yeah, you were right." My poor husband, every time he does that, "Yeah, you were right about that." I say, "I was what?" I like to hear him say, "You were right." But anyway, back to guilt. Don't feel guilty about things in our past because there's nothing you can do about them. And the lesson there is to know not to do it again. The thing is, the other thing is that if someone is treating you not very nicely, then speak up. We have a voice. I'm not saying go storm the White House. Okay, sorry, that's political. And I said I would never bring politics. And no, I'm not saying go storm their house or go, you know, I don't know, egg their house. Well, eggs are so expensive. You're not going to go egg their house or toilet paper their house. Don't do anything drastic or childish like that. Because yes, I did do that in my day. But um, just just know you can talk to these people, and if they take it very hard and they don't like that you are actually defending yourself, then you know what? That means you did the right thing. And hopefully that some people can never change because you can't change people, they say. I think you can to a certain degree, but I maybe not. I don't know. I just know that if there is someone giving you a hard time, defend yourself, not physically. Defend yourself with words. You have a voice. Speak your mind. Now, don't get nasty like they do. Just say it in a nice way. Hey, you know what? When you said this, there was someone a couple years ago, and she said something to me, and I called her out on it. I said, when you said that, that really hurt my feelings. It was dead silent. She didn't know what to say. And people, like I said, when you confront them with something, a lot of people are lost because you've let them say things so long, or even if you let them start and then say, "What am I doing?" Go talk to this person or these people and tell them no. No. Because then you will have guilt later. Like, I should have said that. I was thinking about it. And even if you have to practice a little bit, okay, this is what I'm going to say tomorrow. When I see them, then do it. But don't let people run over you. Don't be a pushover. It doesn't mean, of course people again, some people will take it like, "Oh yeah, she tried to pick a fight with me." No. No, no, she didn't or he didn't. Just confront people. Some people just are not nice. And unfortunately, that's just who they are. But again, some people can't be confronted with their faults. Now, if you do have a fault, I hope that you can accept them and say, yes, that was my fault, because I have learned as I have gotten older that it is easier to say, yep, that was my fault. I am so sorry for doing that. Hmm. So, this is a podcast on try not to feel guilty about the past. Speak your mind. Don't let people be mean to you. I know it's kind of scary because you think, well, if someone's mean to me at the grocery store, of course, pick your battles. Um, you don't know who's carrying a gun anymore. You don't know who's gonna because again, we don't know what people are going through or what they're thinking. So again, if you confront someone, do it in a positive way. Hey, you know what? I'm so glad we're friends, but sometimes when you say things to me, it really hurts my feelings. Oh, I hurt your feelings. Yeah, you do. And it's rude, and I just don't appreciate it. I know. Easy for me to say again. I'm behind a mic. I'm in my small room. But get the nerve. Ask God to give you the words of wisdom to use and use them. So, anyway, this is on anyone who is feeling guilty about something in the past. You need to let it go. This is for the person who is being picked on by someone who just isn't very nice, or maybe they don't even realize they're offending you. This is for you to know you have your voice, use it. Now, again, use it in a positive way. So, this is Henry. Thank you for listening. And until next week, I'm sure I'll have something else exciting to share with you. Go find your blessings.